and welcome to the show. You're watching Twin Tiers football alongside Jenna Cottrell. I'm Jan Fates, and believe it or not, we're on to week 6 in the high school season, and guess what? The wins aren't going to get any easier to come by.
No, Wellsboro and Troy are both up in the top of the standings in the NTL. Troy a perfect 5-0, and Wellsboro looking to bounce back after their first loss of the season.
Yeah, Troy was decimated by injuries earlier in the season, but they're getting healthy and still piling up the wins. The Trojans undefeated in the NTL. Wellsboro and Quinn Henry looking to ruin Troy's homecoming. 7-0 Hornets at half, and off a Troy turnover, Henry rolling right, and he's airing it out. His favorite giant, 6'5" Parker Jones on the other end. 45-yard throw and catch, and Wellsboro was up 14-0. Troy would mount a comeback, though. 10 minutes left on a 4th and 15. Check this out. A perfect play call by the Trojans. Clark Jackson on the screen finds Ben Sherman, and he's got a convoy in front of him, following his blocks into the end zone for the score, but they would miss the extra point. Remember that, it's 14-6. Now 5 minutes left. The Hornets are trying to run out the clock, but Henry here is sacked and fumbles, and guess what? It's the Shermanator scooping it up, and he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. He's doing it on offense and defense. The 60-yard touchdown, but they need the 2-point conversion for the tie. So what are they going to draw up here? Sherman gets the pitch, and he's looking to throw it back to Jackson. Yes, but the quarterback? That's right, Quinn Henry with the textbook game-saving tackle. This one would come down to the wire. Wellsboro getting back in the win column, handling Troy, their first loss of the season, 14-12.
What a great game that one was. The Wolverines trying to pick up the pieces after losing their first of the year. Waverly 0-1 away from home tonight at Green. The Wolverines down, but they strike back. Peyton Miller spots Brendan Stillman down the sideline. That one for the score. It's 8-6. The Trojans is still ahead, though. In third quarter, more from the Wolverines, more from Miller. This time to Shane Carpenter for another Waverly touchdown. The red and white get back on track. The Wolves roll past the Trojans, 28-14.
Yeah, Athens gaining speed in the NTL standings. Wildcats down in Black Knights territory tonight. Opening drive, 4th and 5 in Towanda territory. Aaron Berry on the move finds Austin Lister for the first down, and then some. Setting up Athens in the red zone. Now 2 plays later, I'll give it to the running back. Zach Jane on the off tackle finds his way into the paint, capping off a 10-play scoring drive. Athens was up 7-0. Still in the first quarter, Barry back in the red zone, rolling out, looking for Bill Bennett, but he finds Tawanda's Keegan Kinzer. He comes up with the INT, and it was still just 7-0. Athens with the ball back and that same lead. They go back to the ground game. This time, Peyton Lewis with a big hole and plenty of wide open space to run. The 38-yard gain. The Black Knights were just outmatched. Athens routes Towanda 56-13. Wildcats now 5-1 on the season. Tioga dropping to 6th in the state rankings after their loss to Newark Valley tonight on tap. Sydney. Normally we say Jesse Manuel, Adam Zwerling's name a lot, but how about Zach Blada coming untouched for the big sack? Look at this. The very next play, Blada again, a bad snap on the punt, and number 41's blowing it up. The block punt, and then Austin Payne falls on it for the score. The Tigers defense showing it's not all about the offense. Tioga only has 1 blemish on the season, but they get the big road win tonight, 52-13.
And more Section 4 play, Harpersville Afton making a trip to Candor. The Hornets up 14 at the end of the third, and it wasn't over. Mitch Waste going due north on the carry. He muscles his way up to a Harpersville first down. Yeah, and they would not waste this one. 2 downs later, Dylan Lindsay rolls out of the pocket, then keeps his wheels moving. A quick side cut and a quick 6. But Candor would respond. The Indians 4th and goal, but that would be as far as they get. Harpersville runs away with this one. They win over Candor, 28-6. Up at Ithaca now, Binghamton making the trip. Patriots already up 6. Ithaca ball now. Little Red trying to make a move here, but Anthony Cazezza and Raymond Johnson, yeah, you can take a seat. They drive back. Ithaca's Turner DePalma. Change of possession on that one. Binghamton, though, they were able to capitalize. Binghamton rumbles it on in. Matt Collins Pringle. Yeah, he chips it in for 6. The Patriots. Then the Little Red, though, they would make a run in this one. Don't come out. DePalma drops back. Gone fishing. Isaiah Hamilton reeling it in. Ithaca trails 14-8 in the second half. They were riding some momentum here with the onside kick. Look at this. Pops off a bingo. Ithaca there to recover. They drive down the field. We're at 4th and goal here. Jordan Ayers does his best Odell Beckham Jr. impression. The boys can't complete the comeback. Tonight belonged to Bingo. Patriots going New England style. Ride high, 28-14.
Yeah, the Blue Raiders were looking to double their win total from a season ago, but they were in a hostile environment in Johnson City. But guess what? Ben Clark, yeah, he doesn't care. He's going up top to Andrew Clark, a little Clark to Clark connection. Blue Raiders strike first on the long pitch and catch. Horsehead's up 7-0. But JC would answer right back. Marching down the field, Sharkeef Jose on the pitch and takes it deep into Horsehead's territory. That same drive, well, let's give it back to them. The Cats win it on homecoming, taking down the Raiders by a 30-13 final.
Well, Notre Dame, a win tonight could help clinch a spot in the Section 4 Class D playoffs. Groton 2-1 in divisional play. In the second, this one's a tight game. The Indians' Damon Shoemaker, more like playmaker. The screen pass to Matt Gumbas. And buckle up, because we're in for a bumpy ride. Gumbas breaking tackles and some ankle. He's going the distance.
Great football name.
Going for speed. But there was no time to celebrate. The Crusaders get right back at it. Derek Stark finding the holes as he gets brought down deep into Indians territory. But Notre Dame stalling on offense. Groton denies the Crusaders a bid at the postseason playoff spot, at least for now, beating Notre Dame 35-14.
Now let's go to some boards. PA scores. Sayer out at Cowanesque Valley. I finally got it. The Redskins put up another one in the win column, beating the Indians 32-21. Then North Penn Mansfield facing Warrior Run, and the Panthers dropped their second game in a row. The Defenders put up 41 points in a win at home. More in District 4, Janesville hosting Wyalusing. Colin Edsel ran for 38 yards on 5 carries, but the Ironmen nearly tripled up the Rams as they cruise in this one to a 42-15 victory.
Yeah, in New York, the Edison Spartans in search of their second win tonight against Whitney Point. Adam Houghton threw 2 touchdown passes for the Spartans. Edison with a win, 14-6, and rounding out the group in Section 5. Tennessee Greenwood taking on Geneseo up north, but the Blue Devils just way too much in this one for CG. Geneseo cruises 46-20. So some big matchups as well as tomorrow. It's a rematch of last year's Class double A sectional game. Corning facing off against Elmira, Watkins Glen, Odessa Montour also in action against Moravia. Plenty of stuff going on. Make sure to check in to WENY TV. Also, we got some pro stuff.
Yeah, and the Buffalo Bills Red Zone, our WENY special that we do online. It's on Facebook. We'll post it up as well to YouTube. Jen and I are actually differ on our Bills picks this week, so we'll make sure you guys tune in.
We're enemies.
Yes. Joe will have the last look at your forecast right after the break. You're watching WENY News at 11.